She's a diva with a destiny. Got purpose and zest, you see. Books, business, and accessories. She walks in favor and she's blessed indeed. She keeps her head and her heels high, and her limit soars beyond the sky. If it's purpose she's pushing, you've tuned in with Table Talk with a Diva. Why? Join in, it might free ya. Hey, hey. And if you're feeling down, come in. The enemy he's trapped won't win. For God has given you vision, and in the end you shall win. Hey. Table Talk with a Diva. Why? Join in, it might free ya. Hey, hey. And if you're feeling down, come in.
Well, great evening, and welcome to Table Talk with the Diva. I am your amazing host, Arthur Pierre Collins ×2. I am sitting here this evening with this phenomenal cast of elemental battles of the gods. We're going to have to wait and see what they got to say about that, because I'm still in awe with it all. But listen up. I am so excited, delighted, and ignited to be at the table with you, and you. Girl, hey, what's going on? I need you to pull a chair up at the table. Oops. And make sure you get your sister, your brother, your cousin, them, everybody at the table. So you check out this phenomenal cast, and we're going to introduce them right now. Bringing them forward, the man that's in charge, the man behind the vision, the dream that is doing it, writing it, and putting it on paper, making his vision come alive. Welcome, Mr.
Jaquan JT Morningstar.
Come on with all of that right there. All right, awesome. So we're going to let him introduce the cast, and then we're going to get our little house rules out the way. If you would do the honors and introduce from your right to your left, or your left to your right, whichever way you choose to do it, we're going to spin it just like that.
Okay, we can start this side. So first we have Miss Deanna playing our Dawn and Queen of Egyptians. Then we have one of our villains, who's Cal, who's playing Griffin.
Come on, Griffin.
Next we have Eric playing the son of Poseidon, Damien. Then we have Miss Jesus and Drive playing our Cleo, daughter of Aeneas. Then we have Miss Alexis playing Hercules.
Yes, come on, Hercules.
Then we have Jaquel, who's also one of our producers, but is also playing the character Hayden, son of Hades.
Awesome. Isn't that a beautiful cast? I mean, colorful, full of life. I'm so excited to be able to even sit and chat with you all today. So I want to say thank you so much for allowing me to come in your space and just give the world a little bit of what you got going on. All right. So with moving right along, we always start table talk with an icebreaker. So I'm going to give one word. Normally I would do 3 words, but tonight we're going to do 1 word. And each one of you will give me something different. I'm going to say 1 word, and everybody's going to have something different. So my word for the icebreaker will be creativity. And we can start with Queen Deanna.
Okay. You say creativity?
Yes.
Paintbrush.
Come on.
That's the first thing that popped in
That's
my
my
head.
niece right there. Come on now. Let's do this. Cal.
Music.
Come on. Awesome.
Imagination.
Imagination. Love it. Freedom. Come on, Jesus. Love it.
Harmony.
Come on, listen to this. Wait a minute.
Resilient.
I love it. That's my word right there. That's my word. And
Power.
Power. Come on. Freedom.
Yay.
To speak. Freedom to write. Freedom to put your vision on paper. Come on now. The word of God tells us in the Bible, it says, in Habakkuk 2:2, write the vision and make it plain. And so this is what you've done. You wrote your vision down on tablet and you're running with it. You've got people to see and catch your dream, your vision, and now it's bringing it to life. And this is going to be a 12-week series.
Yep.
Is it 12 weeks?
Yep.
12 weeks. I want to make sure I got the notes together. But 12 weeks. Super excited Oh my God, I'm excited. There are several things that I like on television, but because, and I guess I'm a little biased because my niece is in it, so I'm like, okay, I'm curious to see what she got going on. And then she introduced me to this phenomenal cast, and everybody's hyped, everybody's on 10, so it's all to the good. I'm excited about that. Okay, so we're gonna roll right along. So remember, we are sitting here with the Battle of the Gods, Elementals. Make sure I'm saying this correctly. Elementals, Battles of the Gods. So tell Pookie and Ray Ray get on Facebook and YouTube Live because we're talking with the Battle of the Gods. So we're gonna hear a little bit how you even got started. We're gonna start with you first, the writer and producer.
Yeah.
Correctly. Okay. So if you kind of share briefly on what gave you the insight, what was the drive behind this?
I would say I just always loved the idea of being able to create worlds, being able to have that one thing that, oh, if this happened differently, then all these other things would happen differently. Just setting this almost like a river that just continuously just splits and you see more and more as you go on. And when writing this project, that's what it became is you see all these different mythologies where you be like, oh, well, you have this world where they all doing this, but then you have this other world, same concept, same powers, but yet it's completely different. You get to see so much more where you have multiple people who represent war, but each look at it differently, have a different aspect of how they feel about it, how they relate to it. And as we was going on the project, say like I was always been a big Power Ranger fan. I don't know if a lot of people know about it, but major Power Ranger fan. And that's how we started off. It was like I want my own Power Ranger team. Created it, and I was like, it still wasn't enough, so I added more. I got these new ideas like, well, what would be able to make this story move forward better? What would be able to introduce to people to be like, oh, I love this, and now it makes sense of what else is going on. And so then I thought of the idea of mythologies. We always see Greek and Egyptian, which is the two we're starting with, but that's not the only ones we're doing. I felt like sometimes you have to take that challenge to be that first one and be like, you know what, we're gonna do all of it. We're gonna bring them all into the same zone, the same universe, and let them meet and really see who is the stronger gods, who's stronger, who has the better vision, the better drive, and getting to see that yes, they have powers, but yes, they have emotions, they have feelings, and they look at the world just the same way we do. We just look at them differently compared to how we look at each other.
I feel that. I feel that. I mean, it's just like life. We all look at life differently. Some people are motivated by, like me personally, I'm motivated by music. Someone else may be music by just spoken words or the light, the water, the ocean, different things like that. So we all look at life differently. But again, it's still how we feel. Our emotions are connected to the way we're thinking. And again, it starts in our heart. Then it goes to our mind. And then it comes in our actions. So, hey, I'm loving it.
That's exactly what we're doing, where we see all these people in the same room that have the same exact goal in mind, but everybody wants to do it their way.
That's right. And that's the freedom of being able to do that. Awesome. All right. So let me ask, how did you, before they get into it, how did you decide? How were you choosing? Did you audition? Did everybody have to audition? Or you just came across the character? I have something for you. I have something for you.
It's a story and a half. I started when I first started acting. I had an idea. I came up with him in our same acting class, so we was joining the ASC. I was like, I have this project. Let's go do it. And he was like, all right, sure. He thought I was playing, but he kept going. And then I moved to Atlanta, started doing acting more, and I met our friend Alabama Indy. We met on the set of First Kill with our friend Alex, and I had told him the idea. He was like, we should play best friends on the show. I was like, I have a show where an ex-character has a best friend that I need to cast. And he was like, all right, cool. And we came up on her, and I like she tells stories. So like, he was like, you look good with golden eyes. And I'm like, yeah, but don't worry about it. I was like, don't worry about it. It's fine. We're gonna get there. Let me make it make sense first. And so I sat down with them. I told them the idea, told the story. Her character just had a name. I was like, I don't know what your power is going to be, where you're going to go, no nothing. We just have a name for you. Our friend Alabama, I was like, I know what your character is going to be, but I don't have a name for you. And we sat there and told them about it. And the two of them, they jumped on board. They were ready for it. Then as we moved on, I was like, I got quiet for a couple of years. I was like, let me get some other stuff together, make sure we're ready. Came back last year in November. I was like, we're gonna do casting. Put a casting call out. That's what we end up finding Cal, had him in January come and audition, and we cast him for this role. Um, Later on, we moved forward when we still had a recast for our character Damien, which is actually where we met Iris. And ironically, Jesus also auditioned for his role. So Jesus auditioned for that role and the role of Gail. He ended up missing, not being able to make it to the audition.
Okay.
So we ended up casting Iris for Damien. A couple weeks later, I called, like, we have a role that we need to fill somebody. You want to come into our table and audition for it. While we were doing that, we also auditioned for Hercules. So the two of them came in the same day at our first table. Their audition, it was just like, the moment she spoke, I was like, that's Hercules. It was no question about it. No question about it. We was like, I was like, but let me talk to our first AD. Let me talk to people. I'm gonna let them be like, oh yeah, we see what you see first before I be like, yeah, I'm 100% down. The same way with Jesus, like we had one of our scenes. Once we went into it, I was like, gave a whole different respect to the character. I was like, no question about these are our Cleo and Hercules, and we are there.
Awesome. Well, this is phenomenal. So, Dee, let's talk about your role. Can you briefly tell me a little bit about who your character is, and secondly, how does it relate to any part of your life? Deanna's life. That's a nice one. That's a nice one.
Okay, so I play Dawn. I am the queen of the Egyptian zone.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm Dawn.
You got my check. I need to know. It's right. Okay.
I'm the daughter of Ra. You know, the big Egyptian.
Okay.
I want to say like the biggest similarity between Dawn and I would have to be that she doesn't back down to anything. It does not matter how intense it is. It doesn't matter how crazy it is. And like my parents, they told me you better not back down to nothing. You the smallest little thing out there, woman. You better not. So yeah, I think that's like the biggest thing. She's independent, but she's also very soft at the same time. Like she has a lot of emotions. She loves people. You can tell like she loves everybody, but she also loves herself. And she's gonna make sure she loves herself.
That is definitely the Elise. Okay, John. That part. All right, Kev, coming your way. What's up? What's up?
I play Griffin. He's a villain. He's a very interesting character. If we're gonna get to explore more later, but he mirrors a lot of what I've done in my life. He's been through some shit in the past. Sorry. My bad. I apologize. But yeah, he's been through some things, and I can really tap into what I've been through to show what he's been through in a meaningful way.
I understand.
But I don't know how much more I should talk about at the moment. So
we're coming back to you.
Definitely.
All right.
Sorry.
Miss Hercules down there, what you talking about?
Well, I am Hercules, like Leo said before. I feel like something that kind of relates me to Hercules is I've never let being a woman, being a girl, get in the way of wanting to do. Like, I love doing other physical activities. Like, I've done Taekwondo, I've done parkour. And I feel like Hercules is kind of that stable figure within our group. Like, Hercules is the one who's looking out for everybody, but is also going to let everybody do their own thing. Like, you guys are grown. I'll watch out for you, but you know.
You fuck up, you fuck up.
Exactly.
Okay. All right. I love it. All right, Miss Jesus, we coming for you, girl.
So I play Cleo.
Okay.
Cleo is the daughter of Anubis, and she's part of the Egyptian zone. I love Cleo. She's this like mystical, almost like soothsayer, like just energy. Like she doesn't even have to say anything, and she's just, and she there. You're fully there.
Okay.
And I feel like where I relate to Cleo is I draw a lot of inspiration from like the natural world, and I like to be very in tune with the energies that are around me. So I feel like when I dip into those layers of Cleo, it just adds like an extra facet that I can really play with. And I'm Cuban. She's from Miami. She's Latina. So I grew up in a lot of like the Santeria culture and the belief system. So I, from a very young age, was very familiar with like the energies of the world about, and how the flow of nature really affects us in our day-to-day life, even as far removed as we are.
Okay. Come on, Mr. Allen.
So Damien is obviously layered, but the thing that I really like about Damien is just how sure he is in who he is, and how confident he is and powerful. Family, it comes first. His people, his kingdom comes first more than anything, as well as expectations. He knows what needs to be done, what should be done, and has like a clear image of that.
Mhm.
Problem is, not everybody sees life through his experience, like through his experience, and so having to work with everybody and try and, well, what do we ultimately want, and like even when it's not done the right way, Damien's way, then that's is like a struggle for him. It causes good dissonance. But he's strong and powerful and just trying to do his best.
He says, if that's what God wants, our best. You gotta get with that. Okay.
My character is
My character. Okay, so my character Hayden is the son of Hades, who is the lord of the underworld.
Okay.
So it gets to a point where Hayden is very carefree. He's very overlooked by the entire group. He tries to get words in, he can't. It's fine though, because he has a complex where, since he is the son of the underworld, he can't die. So he feels like, okay, I can go about life carefree, very laxy daisy, like I just don't have to care, because nothing is gonna affect me. The reason why that relates to me is it gets to a point where I feel like since everything is gonna be fine, we all just experienced in life, we don't have to come from a way of having to get everything so pinpoint accurate. We can become a little carefree. We can chill out a little bit because it's all going to be fun. And that's something I have to tell myself, of course, every day, just to keep getting by, keep going, and improving myself.
the better.
Very good.
Yeah.
All right, director, writer.
Hey, what is my character?
Your character.
My characters.
And so let me ask you, well, I want you to answer that, and then I had a question for you, but go ahead.
So I play 3 characters. I play the character Aiden, Midnight, and Omni. It's the same person. He has DID, and I just feel like he is severely misunderstood by everyone in the room. Everyone, that person who is trying their best, but they're expecting too much from that one person.
Okay.
And when he falls short, it's like, oh, well, it's your fault. You didn't do good enough. And for me, the way I relate to it is like, it's always that, well, am I doing good enough when I step into the room? Am I putting on and representing who everyone expects me to be? And same thing with me, like with Aiden, it's like it becomes a lot. Just trying to live up to expectations. You have this big picture that everyone has of you, and you just like, can I live up to that glorious painting that you made? That I would have no part in it. I had no say. It's like the paint was made, now you have to be that.
So does that have any resemblance to your life at all?
Yeah.
You believe?
I feel like every character that's in this project I read has a piece of me in it, where that one thing just amplified to the extremes to say where it is what I feel, but it may not be reality, but that's what's in my head. That's how it comes across to me, and it always comes down to perspective. Because me dropping a coin may not be a big thing to everybody else, but it could be a big thing for me. It could be the last straw for the day, and that's what a lot of the characters have. Like Damien just having that. Oh well, I'm gonna do everything right, and it's right to me, but it's not right to everybody else. Dawn trying to live up, trying to be that perfect person, and not let her emotions show, not be there. I feel like that's a piece of me. Hayden having the idea of being able to just walk around and just live life is that perfect image that I have where I feel like everyone should be able to live in the world.
Love it. Wow. So when actually can we expect this to air for everyone to see?
Our plan is to film the end of February, and hopefully next winter is when we release the first episode. Next winter, 2024 winter.
2024.
Yep. But we will have smaller things coming out throughout the rest of this year. Look forward to having character posts of each character, trailers and stuff like that.
And so where will we be able to see? Is this going to be on YouTube? Is it going to be Netflix, or where?
So we're gonna have it on Amazon Prime as well as YouTube, so you'll be able to see on both of those platforms. We actually have a YouTube channel up already. It's called the Elemental Universe. That's our tag for everything.
Elements of the Universe.
No, the Elemental Universe.
Tell them again.
The Elemental Universe.
The Elemental Universe.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, on YouTube.
Yep, it's YouTube, Instagram, TikTok.
Okay.
Everything.
Okay, cool. I didn't know that part, but that's good news. Okay, so you can start checking them out. Is it just okay for me to say Battle of the Gods? Okay, but definitely, it's good to know that you already have some things up, so they can be watching for that stuff. If you have something already up and going
we post
now.
Yeah, we post on Instagram, or we go live at our table reads a lot of times. We post clips. We actually have one where I'm yelling at everybody here a lot. A lot. We actually have that clip posted up on YouTube.
It was very intense thing. That was one of those things that he was like, just do what you do. And
y'all just did the thing.
Oh yeah. And that's why she said, she don't back down. She does not back down to either yell at her, call her out, everything. She gets up out her chair. It's like, if you want to fight, we can fight.
Bring it on. How about that? I'm loving it. Yeah, man. This is really, really good. So you're giving the world what they want in so many aspects, because a lot of people are dreamers, but they don't know how to bring it to life. They may not have the education, they may not have the know-how, they may not have the finance, they don't have the support. And right now, it seems like you have it all, And then even if it's, some people may say it's slow, but you're moving.
Oh yeah,
So I definitely want to encourage you, no matter how long it may take you to get it on the air, or how long it takes to do whatever, complete one task, as long as you keep moving, that's what counts.
Definitely. And
that's what counts, because like I said, you're doing it for the world. So many people out there just have a story, they have something they've written down. It's like, I don't know what to do with it. I have this in my heart to do, but I don't know where to start.
Well,
and so there are people like you.
Yeah, they asked me one last day, we asked everyone, well, why are you here on this project? And my answer for it was, why not? Like, no matter what, like, even if it is something, like you said, like having that support system. I didn't have that at first. I had people that were there, but still didn't know exactly how big I wanted to be and where to go. And meeting people like these every day, it's like, talk, build those connections. And I don't believe in dreams. I don't believe in goals either. I believe in milestones. You set what you want. Once you get there, move to the next one. You keep climbing, you keep building, and just grow from there.
So when you say you don't believe in dreams, let me ask you, so you believe in visions?
I believe in reality. If you think it becomes reality. It's as simple as that.
Okay. For me, you could talk on another platform. It wasn't. Let's ask. I want to ask producer, what is your number one scene that you love the most? What so far what y'all done? What is your most exciting scene?
So that scene would be the restaurant scene. That's the scene that we definitely practice a lot.
Okay.
Because of how much is going on, and how deep it is for everyone. Can we explain, or do you? I don't want to say too much. I don't want to say too much. But just know that it's basically like an AA meeting for him, but not really. Just we need him to calm down, and it doesn't go so well. So we're just gonna say that, leave it at that. If you want to see it, of course, you can see it on our YouTube and on our Instagram.
Not the whole rest
Not
of
the
us.
rest. Yes.
The rest of us.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Cam, your favorite part?
So far, can I?
Oh, I know exactly what you're talking about.
It's between two.
Lean on everybody. Wait a
It's
minute.
absolutely one of the two scenes I auditioned with.
Oh, you can't do the second audition one.
Right.
No, not that one.
So,
Say which one.
so there's a scene in the beginning, sort of, about halfway through the script.
Okay, yeah, we can't do that one. We can't do it.
That's not
Hold on,
different.
wait.
Wait, which one?
That's the problem. They're both about halfway through the script.
Yes, like they back to back.
Yeah. And they're both great. They're fantastic. But I'm talking about the one with me and someone else versus.
Oh yeah, the verses.
I think you can probably cover that.
Yeah, the verses. We
So,
can talk about the verses.
I'm the son of Horus, and I'm clearly, like I said, a villain. I'm working with a couple other war deities, and me and one of them are having a bit of an argument over like which one of us is stronger in a sense.
Okay.
And we're fighting an entire army while we do it.
Wow.
And so it's a really interesting and powerful scene that is definitely going to change the way that my character is moving forward. And
So that was your favorite part.
so far that I can talk about, absolutely.
Yeah, okay.
You can talk about it, right?
Yeah, because we don't want no more leaning to the left. Leaning to the right. Hey, leaning. I see him because he got his eye on you. Okay. Jesus, what is your favorite part?
We have this scene together where like, now I'm gonna say it without saying it. So basically, he think like he's fooling everybody else and trying to be slick,
Okay.
and it don't fly with Cleo.
Come on.
She see right through it.
Come on, please.
And then when he try to, give some pushback, she's like, "What you playing? What you playing? Who you playing with?" Yeah, I just love like she got this little sass, this little attitude.
I see that. Yes, honey, you had to bring it. I love that. Okay, but you see straight through here.
Yeah.
She thinks she does.
Okay, now,
She thinks.
we can go there.
Yeah. She gave you that little go take several seats. Go stand.
Right, and that's the whole character.
That's my whole thing.
Yeah,
the whole thing right there.
Cleo is just like, you're right, you're wrong. End of story.
And take several seats.
Yeah, I'll let you think you're right, but we both know the truth.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I got.
No, things happen, especially we have other movies coming up. It's gonna be excited to see everything unfold with here.
All right, cutie back there on that stairway. The protector of the gods.
Yeah, so I think one of my favorite scenes is my intro scene. When I walk in, I
I
feel
love that scene.
so powerful because, first of all, he don't even know who I am. He heard some things. So when you meet me in person, the energy and like the emotion that comes with it, like everybody's gonna stop it. Everybody's gonna be like, oh.
Oh yeah, it gets heated fast.
You don't know you better ask somebody. Because I'm here. All right. I'm ready for you, dude.
Yeah, so what I can say about the scene.
He's so humble. He seems like he needs to be on a soap opera. Soap opera. Sonny Corindo's son or somebody.
Yeah, we'll take that. I appreciate it. No, there's a scene between Damien and one of the other characters that is like just the interaction between the two of them. I really like it. It was one of like the first things that I saw that like kind of drew me to the project to begin with. And just the interaction, the conversation that those two have is just real and raw, and helps just continue raising the stakes of this world. Yeah.
So somebody you say, "Oh, I can do this. I'm feeling this part right here."
Yeah, and him calling out the person and being like, "Hey, this is what we got to do," and like the confrontation of it and the love and beauty within it. Yeah. To keep it vague. Yeah.
All right, Miss Queen D. What's your thing? I'm sure you got several.
Yeah. But I have to say my favorite so far. There's a scene where Aiden learns some things that Dawn has, kept to herself. And she just
Thinking.
yeah. It becomes very tense. Like even if you look at the dinner scene that we have, it becomes very tense with us. The whole like for the rest of it.
So the two of you, are y'all a couple?
No. So she dated my character's best friend.
Oh.
Yeah, and she just had to kind of deal with me because she had no choice.
Yeah, he was a friend. He was always there.
Oh.
Now you know that friend in the group where wherever they go, they're together. No matter who they're dating, who they're like, you're gonna see them two together. Yeah, that was those two characters. She had to deal with it.
Yeah. And like I said, Dawn is very, her way or the highway in all reality. So her thinking everything's good. And she just doesn't understand why.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Maybe he went away, but we don't see. I'm tired of you using me, boo. I'm excited to see this. This is really good. Really, really good. Okay. Who am I picking on next? Let me see. And this one here, these eyes right here.
Yes, that's one. Every time he looks, it just looks like a sparkle.
Yes.
You can't it every time.
In your eyes.
Just innocence.
So I have limited vision, but I
Thank you.
good eye.
Thank you.
Yeah, baby. So who is really, I understand they're battling the different gods, but is anybody like, not mine, but the gods, or like in sync, almost kind of, they're cool, but everybody else is like, we're not really cool, but.
And it's crazy because even that's in that restaurant scene is one of those things that really shows it is that, everybody there, they have a common enemy. It's the wrong enemy, but they have a common enemy. So even when we sit in that restaurant scene, everybody, like I said, it's an AA meeting for Aiden. They go after him, and Damien loves to run his mouth. Loves to.
I don't like Damien. Like, oh.
And then we have like he just goes and then Don just co-signs on. It's like, see, and she's just quiet. She's quiet most of the time. Every time Aiden opens his mouth.
Uh-oh, one of them in the amen corner.
Right.
When I tell you, man, corner.
Right, and then it's like one time Aiden's like, oh, well, I could be the villain. She's like, and then her relationship with Hayden, like, it's just like that's his mom. That's his mom at this point. But shh, not right now. Not right now.
She just wants everything good for him. He's a baby. He's a baby. She was a baby. Yes, but no.
But yes.
Okay. We actually related.
So the relationships are crazy. It's crazy.
Explain the
So
relationship.
so we have Hayden and Damien who are cousins. She met
Hayden
and Damien. So
okay.
yes.
Okay.
She married their cousin Zeke, who's the son of Zeus. So they're all of them are cousin-in-law.
She married
Zeke, the son of Zeus.
Okay.
You want to tell people about it?
Hey, I'm just asking. I thought you said Zuku. Is he a god too? Let me get
He's our son of Zeus. He dies at the beginning of the series. That's like one of our biggest things. That's about. So she's married to him, but she's his auntie, her auntie, and so everybody's related in some way. And then you have Hercules, who is her cousin-in-law too.
Except for you.
So I have a twin sister in the series, and we're the only two that are not related to everybody else. Everybody else in this episode are completely related to each other. Just and we're just there like we're the outside force, and that's something that bothers Aiden a lot when his sister chooses them over him. And that's why I said like everybody's after Aiden, and he's not the one in the wrong at all. At least that's what he thinks.
Well, they need to stop drinking so much, and then when you get Aiden need to put the bottle down. Says you were the one in the AA meeting. Well, not you, but Aiden.
Yeah, and that's the crazy thing that about those perspectives, like they're sitting down and speaking to him about stuff they never been through. Like
I can get that.
Like it's so, and that's the beauty of this project is there's so much stuff that everyone thinks they know, but it's like, well, you forgetting that this is the environment they grew up in. Dawn being that princess that was almost pampered by her father. She was a baby's girl, a daddy's girl. It was that one that would take care of, like trained to be queen. Then you have Damien, who was raised to be king, become king, where he's in that mindset where you have a duty where you were picked to be king, so you have to be king. And sometimes you just don't realize that just because you put somebody on that pedestal or that's what you want them to do, that may not be what they want to do. Maybe they just want to live their life and be happy and be able to do things without that pressure and everything, which is that thing that brings Aiden and Dawn together where they have that same perspective. It's just, we looking from two different sides.
Very different. I already did. But you need to stop drinking. Right, I'm loving it. Okay, so biggest takeaways. Biggest takeaway from all the work that you all have done since you started this journey together. What has been your biggest takeaway, and why? Anyone can start.
I got you. So, my biggest takeaway is it counts on the team that you have. The team that you have really brings what you want, your vision and everything to life. You need the right team.
Come on.
So you can have anyone audition, you can have anyone, who have the certain credentials, that you need. But if that's not the person you need on your team, then you can't use them. They can't help you become great. So I'm glad that we have this team that we have right now, everyone on our team. Because it would not be, Elemental's Battle of the Gods without them. So we're very appreciative, and we make sure, we treat our cast with respect. We make sure they get to voice their opinions. We make sure that, sometimes they can see something that we can't about their character. That helped them audition, In audition, it helps you not only become your character, but you are presenting things to the director, the producer, and everyone else. A character that you want to put together, you might do some things for your character that we didn't even see. That could be perfect for our film. So I'm so happy and proud of this team.
I love it. Awesome. You did a good job. Good job. Very good insight. Important it is to appreciate and listen to, the team. Because some people, I know I'm coming. I say this one out. Playwriter, and so I have a vision that needed to be unfolded and brought to life on stage, and it was done, phenomenal cast. But I was open to some things that I did not actually write down.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So I feel what you're saying. I respect that. So thank you for that. Just even verbalizing that, because some people are, well, I wrote it and this is how it's gonna go, and I know best. You may have, the he don't believe in dreams, y'all. But again, you have the vision. God is giving, he's giving this to you, but there are certain things that God will connect you to people that can help enhance what he's giving you, if I can say that. So for the non-dreamers, y'all, on Facebook and YouTube Live, My buddy over here, the phenomenal writer, God connects you with amazing people.
Yeah.
So, it's always good to just hear them out. And not saying there's any of them, but I'm just saying, hear them out. You never know. And they jog something else inside and you say, I never thought about that. And, I can add this to that and to get that.
Oh yeah, and I've done
So
it
that's a good thing.
a couple different times. Like he actually inspired his own costume. Like he saw the pictures like, I feel like I should have this helmet. And now the character has a helmet. And that's why I like you said, just being open to that. But it's also that is we can be open, but we also still reserve that right to be like, because of this is what I'm planning, we can't go that direction.
Sometimes that happens. I get that, but again, as long as we're open as writers, visionaries, dreamers, to hear what God has connected us with, because divine connection is so important in this industry. And I can speak that because I walked that. I'm still walking. I'm writing now, so I understand and I don't know it all. No one knows it all. So when God sends the help, sometimes it's good to listen. And as you said, because of maybe He's showing you something else, you can't maybe go that route. But then there are times that there are things that you never even thought about that can make it even more phenomenal. So kudos to you, Bron. I like that. All right. I'm gonna save the goddess for last. And she want everybody to be happy. We're gonna let her leave everybody happy. So she want everybody happy and everybody's okay and the baby's good. A great job.
Yes.
She want him happy and she want the alcohol to put that bottle in that glass. So he don't stop having to go to A. And so Cutie over here, he's with a helmet. We're gonna let you go.
All right, so from my side, I have to say the same thing. It's the cast, but also you guys. You guys are absolutely fantastic. This project would not be what it is if it wasn't for everything you've let us do, but also the direction that you've taken it in. And I mean, even though I can't talk about everything, what I've seen just makes me so excited for where this is going and everything that we're gonna be able to do. So I can't wait to see where this goes with all of you guys.
All right, Jesus, I'm at your door, girl.
I think my biggest takeaway, I love creating. I just love, making art with other people. Like, being able to collab and share that energy and share that moment. And like, when we're in that moment together, like, we're right there. Like, you can't tell me that so ain't just so. Like, y'all. When you see that scene, you will understand. And you can like, you're living a moment. Like, yes, it's because acting really is like the world of imagination. It's what if on the biggest platform. But like, you're really living that moment. Like we're acting, but like we're physically here doing this like together. And like when you have that connection with someone and it doesn't matter what the scene is. You could be happy, you could be crying, someone could be dead, someone could be born. But like you're living a human experience. And that's art. That's art in and of itself.
That's it right there. Love it. All right, Katie, back there.
Hi. For me, kind of similar to what you said, it's the art and it's the creativity of it. And it's also the people. It's a little amalgamation of both. Because for me, when I act, I feed off the energy of those around me. And then if I have a character, if I know exactly where I fit into that bond, that helps it even more. So in this project, I feel like I'm also able to play something completely different. Because things that I've played in the past are usually like very light, very magical. But right here, this is where the nitty-gritty can come in. This is where you can tap into different types of emotions. This is where you can connect with people in a different way. You can get close to people, and people are gonna really feel that.
That's right.
Like, even when we're in it, like there's a scene, the restaurant scene, where I'm like right here with the actors, and it's like, yeah, I'm ready. But then as soon as it's like cut, it's like, oh my gosh.
And without fail, every time we do it, it's like no one, everyone stands still. It's like, well, someone has to haircut, and they're there, and like it's amazing to watch and be able to.
Those
see.
moments are what it's about. Take away handsome.
I mean, right now, since we're still like pre-production, it's all like, I mean, it's everything what we've been talking about, like the curiosity, the exploration, the discovery of who these people are, what's going on, and like really what the story is that we want to tell, and like that's always like a fun process.
Okay.
That is just continuing to watch it grow and evolve.
So you like the mystery. That's what I'm saying. Like how the mystery's just unfolding, like what are they doing?
Yeah.
Like, oh, like you see everything happening, I want to get to know, I want to be in on it. The only way you can do that, of course, is by watching it.
Let's advertise it, boy. Hold up.
You taught him well, baby. You taught him well.
Elemental universe.
Hey, you have to plug in the sponsorships. Just know to follow us.
The biggest takeaway: trust the process. Trust the process, because having being with a lot of different people that you're just meeting, it's like you're just meeting them. You don't know how they're going to react to certain things. You don't know who you're going to be cool with. You don't know, even when it comes to like finding spaces or finding anywhere for us to shoot. It's like things don't always go the way that you need them to. So of course you got to have plan A, B through C. Okay, A, B through Z. I'm sorry.
Come on.
But you just have to trust it and you have to love it. In order to fully trust it, you have to love whatever you do, because those days of getting up really early after you've just done a whole 10, 12-hour shift, and now you got to get up the next morning and come do this with people who are like, oh yeah, I'm nice and giddy. Me, I'm people.
Okay.
And I know sometimes half of them be like, girl, if you don't shut up. But it's okay, because I know they love me. It's okay. But it's like, you have to love it in order to trust the process. You know, things don't always go right. You're not always gonna have a great day. Sometimes you're just like, you know what, I want to give up on this. But you're like, nah, I can't. It's too big. It's
It's
too.
your love. It's your love.
It's a good dream.
Yeah. I love that. Yeah. And I had a question I was going to ask. Does everybody feel like it has the perfect part? It's like, is it the puzzle is complete? It's like, this is like perfect. Everybody's carrying your weight. But just from everything that you've already said this far, I'm not even going to ask that, but I just wanted to put it out there. I was going to ask you, because some of this, well, some things maybe could be a little bit better, or, whatever.
Yeah.
But it sounds like you're a great team, a great cast that is moving definitely in purpose and perfection. And we are excited to see how this thing is going to unfold on screen. I can't wait. I'm excited. So mid-February 2024, we're gonna be watching the Battle of the I want to say Battle of the Bands. Battle of the Bands. I'm not saying Battle of the Bands, but it won't be good at the 100th theater. It will be Battle of the Gods on screen. And so we're gonna be able to catch that out. Just a little humor. I know y'all not bad at that.
We could be.
We would still win too, yes.
When we were getting ready for the set.
Yeah, every classroom actually has their own theme song.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah,
Yeah,
the pieces for the characters, they actually used to be a band.
They are.
She can write that down for you, baby. Yes, and she'll put it on for you. She'll do it right. But this has been really, really great. I've really enjoyed myself thoroughly. Everyone has a beautiful, beautiful personality. And I'm looking forward to seeing each one of you in your role. My goodness, especially you. Especially you. So if there are any other parting words that you, as a producer, writer, would like to say before we bring this to a close, now would be the time. And if there are any questions, I know Dee, we wanted to kind of see if there was any questions on the screen. If anyone see anything before we close out. Someone may have a question. They may be looking, but when is the next audition? Or
We do have auditions coming up.
okay.
We have a female role we're auditioning for.
Hi guys. We're checking out a few questions here. It's quite a bit down
Yeah,
there.
go ahead, Drew.
Wow. Oh, your cousin me alone. Okay. Family.
Yeah, when I
Everybody
tell you,
tuning
make
in.
it work.
That's what's up. Because they know this is your love. This is your love, and you're doing the thing, and so they're excited and proud of you. This is awesome. All
I
right.
will say,
Wayne.
I have like it is okay to dream, of course, but it's not okay to just dream. You know, once you do have a vision, once you do have a dream, once something comes to you,
That's
write it down, put it on paper,
There
make
you
it a
go.
reality.
Becca 2 and 2. That's
Because
it.
you can say, I want to do this all day, but what are you doing now?
So
You know?
what gets written down gets done. That's it. So when you write it down, then you're able to focus and move forward and put it to action. That's right. All right. So any questions? Anybody see anything they want to address?
Somebody said, I'm very proud of you, Kev.
Awesome. That's awesome.
And I was just say, at end day, like I said, I'm thankful for all of it. Even our people behind the camera that even if they want to hide. He was doing to get
The cameraman is the most important. The cameraman is the most important.
Me too.
Yeah. I can't like yes, and I don't think people realize how much it takes to be a photographer because I used to do it. He said like, well, can I eat? Like, yes, everyone eats here. Everyone does. Like, we're a team. Like, we need him as much as they need us for us to put it on their end. I'm just thankful to have everybody. Excited to let the other rest of the cast come through and be seen.
They missed out with the Diva baby. Anyway, come on.
And I'm thankful for you to have us here to even speak with us and put the project out there. And honestly, y'all have to buckle up and be prepared. It's so much stuff that's going to happen that's going to be seen. Each character, because we have a main character, but we don't have a main character. Everyone has their own journey. They're gonna have their own movies, their own series. Several to come out after this, so it's gonna be a ride. It's gonna be a ride.
We are definitely rooting for you all. This is awesome. And so thank you also for having Table Talk come. So this has been amazing for me because I am actually on set with them at a different location versus in my office at my home. So this has been exciting for me to come out and everybody was getting ready and doing their makeup and hogging the bathroom. Jesus was in there for 2 hours. Oh my God. And then the writer, he don't want to put his shirt on and Rob and Don is telling him, if you don't put your shirt on, man.
Okay, I was doing like
So it was really fun. I'm just joking.
right away. Light, I like it amazing.
I like it.
I had to make sure we could see because I'm a little dark and you can't see me.
Yeah.
Not gonna talk about it.
Say this all good, this is all good, this is all good. Sir, yes. But no, this has been really, really fun. Thank you so much for allowing Table Talk. Producer John, I thank you. I love you so very much. And my handsome nephew, El Boogie. Thank you all. But we're gonna close now and tell them website or link somewhere how they can send you messages, send you some love.
So the Elemental Universe, you will see that on everything. You'll be able to find us. We have a GoFundMe to help fund the project if you want to help. We post auditions, all of that. We do have a female role coming up that we audition within the next couple weeks to look forward to. And just be ready to follow all the cast members. We follow all of them on our main Instagram page. And just support. Like that's the best thing you can do is, one like goes a long way.
Yeah, there you go. There we go. Awesome. You see you got a position coming out for a woman?
Yes, a female role. She is the daughter of Set. Her name is Gail. She's a war goddess, very powerful, very up there. She's actually the daughter of one of the strongest people in our series. So she has to bring it out. That's
Sound like me and shit. Look at that. I can't read the script, but I can talk it through, baby. All right, we're out. I want you all to have an amazing day. We will be talking with the remaining part of the cast. Don't have a date, but it's coming soon. So keep listening out, watching out. Remember to like, share, and share the episode. We are helping our own. We gotta get in position, make sure that we are helping one another. It's okay to get on here and like it and watch it for tonight and do absolutely nothing with it. But if you get on and you're watching it, share the episode and share it. So the more likes and views that it gets on YouTube will only enhance what they're doing, and God will continue to elevate what He has going on. And so I thank you all, loving you to life. I am the Diva with the Destiny, and I will see you soon. Bye for now.
She's a diva with a destiny. Got purpose and zest, you see. Books, business, and accessories. She walks in favor and she's blessed indeed. She keeps her head and her heels high, and her limit soars beyond the sky. If it's purpose she's pushing, you've tuned in with Table Talk with the Diva. Why? Join in, it might free ya. Hey, hey. And if you're feeling down, come in. The enemy he's trapped won't win. For God has given you vision, and in the end you shall win. Hey. Table Talk with the Diva. Why? Join in, it might free ya.